use the Becca Blurring Primer. I really like this primer. I did use this over the weekend just because I wanted to get a feel for it. I really liked how quick it dries, and it does give you a nice little glow. I would definitely wear this without makeup, honestly. So taking the Morphe 3502 palette, I'm going to put this on my lid, and I'm going to take that shade. Honestly, I hate how it has the little card on the top with all the names. I think that's really stupid. I feel like they could have came up with something a little bit more creative, but whatever. So I'm going to take that shade and I'm just going to pop it into my whole lid. I'm going to take it up really high because we're going to have really intense color. So this is just going to help us blend that red when the time comes. So then I'm going to take this orangey color. It has like a hint of red to it, and that's just going to help us intensify that red when we put that on. Everything is going to lead us in to building up that red because that's going to be our focus, but that red is so intense that it can really go wrong really quickly. So you just want to make sure you take your time, you really blend it. You can see I'm really buffing out the edges. That's the most important part. Don't really focus on that inner corner area, like where your crease is. Just make sure you really buff, and honestly, you'll be okay. Okay, so the whole reason I got this palette is because of this red shade. I loved it. So I'm going to take a Sigma brush, and this is like really close bristles, and then it comes to like a V, I guess. I'll link everything below, but I'm going to put that in my outer corner, and this is where I'm going to focus it more on the crease, but then I'm going to blend it really high up to my brows. That way, the most intense color is kind of in my outer corner, kind of in my inner corner, and then you can see I'm taking a bigger blending brush, and then I'm going to buff out those edges. That way everything looks really soft. Take your time. That did not take me 30 seconds in real life. That took me forever. Then I'm going to take this black brush or this black shade, and I'm going to focus it in my outer corner. First, I'm going to pat it on to kind of get the color that I want, and that's where I'm going to really smoke it out because I have really tiny, like, eyes. They're just like really beady and little, and this is going to help give me more of that cat eye effect, that more longer, sexier type of look. So this is where I'm just blending that shade in, and you can see you're going to get tons of fallout. So I'm just going to clean that up with a makeup wipe and my nail to give me that sharp cat-like effect. Then I'm going to take this NYX glitter. My first time using it, I really liked it. I have tried more expensive glitter glue, and honestly I feel like this does the same thing for half the price. Definitely recommend it. Then I'm going to pack on this NYX glitter, and I love this glitter. It's so pretty. It's like silvery, but with like coppery gold in it. It's really cute. But make sure you take your time. So I'm going to go little by little. As you can see, I am just going in with like the tiniest amount and putting it precisely where I want. If you take like a big glob of it, it's literally going to get all over your face, and it's going to be on your face for like 3 days. So just take your time with it. Feel things out. If this is your first time, honestly, sometimes it's easier to go in with just a little bit because it's easier to build more than take some away. So then I'm going to try out the new Lab 2 Beauty, and these are their face brushes, and they're in Walgreens. I believe they release the 9th. They're super smooth. It's my first time using it. Okay, on to Becca. I had high hopes about this foundation. It looks really good on camera, but I wore it this weekend, and when I wore it, because I wanted to test it out, how it lasted all day, I was not impressed. I'm so sad about it. The color looks great. On camera, the coverage looks good, but in person, it fades really quickly. It's very thick. It's very greasy, very oily. It's not full coverage for sure. And the coverage that you do get goes away very quickly, and it's very hard to blend because it's so thick. So this is my first time blending it with this brush, but I also tried blending it with a Sigma brush. I tried blending it with a beauty blender. Nothing worked out. It was just so thick and hard to work with. Then I'm going to take the new CoverGirl. This is like from their Glow thing. I forget what it's called right now, but I will link it below. I've used this before, and I wanted to put it on camera because I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. It gives you really nice coverage. It's really easy to blend. It's not super thick. It's not super oily, but it gives you really great coverage, and it doesn't get into your fine line and your creases. So I think it's a really good drugstore concealer. So I'm going to blend it out with the Morphe Beauty Blender, which I just received, and I really, really like it. So I didn't film me baking and all that because I kind of use the same thing, but here I'm using the IBY palette. I forgot how much I love this palette. I think I only filmed with it once, but I really, really liked it. I didn't have any new bronzers to kind of put on, so that's why I didn't use anything different, but then I'm just wiping it all away. As always, I kind of sped this up because I kind of do the same thing with like the contour. So I'm going to go back underneath my eye with that red, and here I am using, I believe, a Sigma brush. Again, I'll link it all below. I am sponsored by, or affiliated by Sigma, so if you do buy it, you'll give me, if you buy something for $20, I think I'll make like $2 or something like that. I don't know. But I just want to be honest with you guys. So I'll take that black and I'm going to really only focus it on that tiny, tiny outer corner. Then I'm going to take Salon Perfect All Natural Be Natural lashes. Love them. They're my favorite lashes for life. Spray with a little Slay Your Face or Slay Your Day by Gerard Cosmetics. I love this because it takes your face from cakey, from all that powder we put on, to actually looking like skin. Then we are going to take some Becca Opal. I really, really like this. One thing I will say, it does, I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't go on like very silky. It doesn't have like a sheen appearance to it. It does look, sorry, I've been sick. It does bring out your pores, I guess, or your texture in your face, but that's okay. It does look really nice. Then I'm going to take the Buxom Taupe It Off, and this is their Vava Vroom collection. I absolutely love it, and here is my finished look. I hope you guys love it. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.